Attention sport fanatics, if you were asked what are the benefits of doing exercise, you might list off a bunch of physical improvements in just a second, like body fitness, weight control, and strengthen cardiorespiratory functions, etc. But how do you find doing exercise fascinating when you first adhere to an exercise routine for the very first time? Maybe the major impetus is the feeling of being energetic, refreshed, and mood boost following exercise. Michael Otto, a professor of psychology at Boston University, tells us that exercise uplifts our mood, lessens anxiety and stress. What's most surprising is that exercise can be as powerful as antidepressant medications. So, have you ever thought of why does these positive feelings overwhelm you after exhausting workouts? We also wonder about this, so we have carried out an experiment to investigate the impacts of exercise on our mood, as well as to explore Hong Kong people's attitudes and routine relating to exercise.
To have a better understanding on the topics, we did a street interview inside the campus, asking people questions related to their exercise habit and views on exercising. Here are what they answered.
Do you think that exercise is beneficial to mood?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. I think yes.
How often do you do exercise?
4 times a week.
I exercise every day, but focus a difference.
I don't know. I never do exercise. Never.
What kind of exercise do you usually do?
Running, jogging, or something. Yeah.
I like to do bodybuilding.
I myself like playing basketball.
Do you think that Hong Kong people in general do enough exercise?
Seldom. I think seldom.
In general, I think not because so much work. No, I think they need more exercise.
In order to investigate the influence of working out exerted on mood, we have invited 8 participants to be involved in our experiment by filling in the POMS mood questionnaire, accompanied by the Google form recording their personal information. In the first week, the participants casually go about their routine activities with the avoidance of any vigorous exercise. They fill in the mood questionnaire on a daily basis. At the end of the first week, we will collect the data by the Google form. In this week, they act as the control group, and the recorded changes in their mood can be referred as the baseline that reflects their mood status associated with sedentary activities. This data will be useful when we analyze the mood variation with and without exercise later on. In the second week, the same group of participants start to engage in some moderate exercise for 15 to 30 minutes every day, allowing them to choose whatever appropriate kinds and intensities of exercise, and their mood is recorded as well. This time, they had the experimental group presenting the changes in mood caused by exercise. So, when we compare the general pattern of their mood in the first week with that in the second week, we can gain valid interpretation with minimized bias and group difference. In this way, we can assess the influence of exercise exerted on mood more reliably. In the first week, over 80% of participants declared that they had emotions of fear, which include tense, nervousness, and anxiety. In the second week, more than 80% to nearly 100% of participants had little or no such feelings. In the first week, 1/3 of them admitted that they had emotions of anger, such as the feelings of annoyed and furious. Second week, nearly all participants had little or no such feelings, reinforcing the claim that exercise can lessen negative emotions. Let's move on to positive emotions. In the first week, around 50% of participants show no or little self-appraisal positive emotions like confidence and satisfactory. In the second week, all participants show the appearance of these emotions and even at higher intensities. In the first week, but 2/3 show no or little active and energetic feelings. In the second week, all participants show this emotion, reinforcing the idea that exercise can boost our mood. Comparing the results from both weeks, more negative emotions were suppressed and more positive emotions were brought up in the second week.
When we begin to exercise, our metabolism increases as glucose is efficiently broken down and release energy, which is kept in a chemical called ATP. In turn, mitochondria in our muscles are activated. Changes are occurring not just at the cellular level but also throughout many complex systems of our bodies. One prevalent change is the increase in respiratory rate, allowing more oxygen to circulate throughout our body. The energy that is generated came from a pattern of aerosol throughout our body. Then, we move on to neurobiological and hormonal mechanisms. When we work out, there are increase in concentration of various hormones in the bloodstream and neurotransmitters. For example, exercise increases serotonin production and release in a manner similar to the desired action of antidepressant medications. Serotonin is stored in small vesicles within the end of axon. Electrical impulses traveling down the axon toward the terminal cause the release of serotonin into the synaptic space. Once in the synaptic space, the serotonin binds to the receptors on the membrane of the neighboring neuron. It causes a change in the electrical properties of the receiver neuron. Most cells in the brain, over 40 million, are either directly or indirectly affected by the serotonin levels, hence raising the levels of mood and happiness. Endorphins act on the opiate receptors in our brain, reduce pain and boost pleasure, resulting in the feeling of well-being. Studies also show that when blood beta-endorphin level greatly increases, it contributes to a phenomenon known as runner's high, which is a kind of exercise-induced euphoria.
Now, let's shift our point of view from neurobiology to psychology. Doing exercise can possibly improve our perceived self-efficacy, self-esteem, enjoyment, expectancy of possible mental benefits, time up from our daily routine, and a boosted sense of control. The distraction theory is also raised, which states that exercise distracts us from stressful stimuli by offering a break from daily routine, hence reducing negative moods.
However, one of our limitations is that these benefits have been widely publicized within the media. Therefore, it is likely that participants are aware of these beneficial effects of exercise prior to participating. Participants may overestimate or underestimate levels of negative or positive mood state to ensure that the expected mood benefits can occur. Further investigation on how to measure emotion objectively can be done. Therefore, we conclude exercise does uplift our mood. Let's start working out.